the children of God are entitled to and deserve only the best. June 23, 2013. Humanity's journey homeward to God has been long and fraught with confusion as you attempted to discern wisely between conflicting opinions about the best strategy to follow to ensure your arrival at your planned destination. But you really had very little understanding of what the journey entailed or what the true destination was because of the severe limitations you had imposed on yourselves when you chose to separate from your Father and enter the illusion that you had constructed. Clear thought, wisdom, and knowledge are not available to you within the illusion because it is but an unreal dreamlike world, a place in which you have hidden from reality and the infinite abundance of wisdom and knowledge that offers you. And of course your return to reality is guaranteed by God. You have only to make the collective intent to return, and you will. Many of you are holding that intent and as a result the divine field of love is embracing you and drawing you forwards, while the drag on your progress from those who choose not to participate in the journey is diminishing as rapidly as are their numbers. Love is your natural state. To define or demonstrate all the characteristics that love employs and exercises constantly is quite impossible, and the choice to enter the illusion, while attempting to leave love behind, was unnatural. Nevertheless, you did choose to play a game of separation, powerlessness, and ignorance, thinking that it would demonstrate and provide creative possibilities that were unavailable in reality. And you were right, and wrong. Right, because it does seem to have provided you with an unimaginably vast and varied environment in which to play and explore, and wrong, because it is unreal and does not exist even though its apparent reality is very convincing for you. And while you believe in it, your collective energy fields support and maintain it, confirming for you that you are missing something, that you are separated from God, and that you need to return to His presence to achieve everlasting happiness. However, as you know, you have never departed from the presence of God. There is nowhere but His presence, but the imaginary environment that you conjured up in which to play and experience separation from Him seems very real and has caused you much pain and suffering. Slowly, over the eons, although in reality less than a moment has passed, you have grown tired of the struggle for survival and the accompanying suffering that is inseparable from it. You have prayed and prayed and prayed beseechingly to God, and finally you are listening to His reply. And that is the turning point. Listening to Him, He speaks through your guides, your angels, and your human companions. Instead of beseeching and imploring Him is the most effective way to uncover the way home. And that is what you are at last doing. By listening to Him, in whatever form He shows Himself to you, you open your hearts to the love with which He has surrounded you and become channels through which it flows to wherever He chooses to direct it. And when you allow Him to direct His love through you, the most marvelous results occur. Over the last few decades of illusory time, more and more of you have chosen to listen to Him, and all across the world evidence of this is growing exponentially. You, all of humanity, are the beloved children of God, and your choice to listen to Him has filled Him with joy. He loves you, He cares for you, and He wants only your eternal happiness, and you have been refusing it, blocking it out, like teenagers who know everything, until they discover that they do not. You have come to realize that love works, that it is the only thing that works because it is the only thing. All that you have to do is to allow it, and as you do, humanity's intent to awaken intensifies. That intent is now very intense. It will not be overridden by any contrary intents that some, trying to hold on to the illusion and the seeming power that it gives them, are still holding. You cannot avoid waking up into the presence of your Father, because to be awake is to be in His presence. And even in the illusion you are aware that you cannot stay asleep indefinitely, even in drug or alcohol-induced sleep. Eventually you wake up and have to experience life. Once you begin to really experience the illusion that you constructed, as you have started to do, it becomes impossible for you to ignore, disregard, or deny its utter inadequacy as a home for the children of God. The only home for the children of God is to be in His loving presence. First of all, there is nowhere else, and secondly, even if it were possible for there to be an alternative home of any kind, it could not be in any way near good enough for the children of God, who are entitled to and deserve only the best. And only God can offer the best of everything. He is offering you the best of everything in every moment, you do really know that, and so it is inevitable that you awaken into the eternal joy of His loving presence. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com